friends, and welcome back to Time Travelers. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, this is basically a Monster of the Week kind of sci-fi horror based upon Lovecraft a little bit, and is a little bit more on the episodic side. Quickly, we're going to introduce everyone, and then I'm going to talk about what happened last time, since it's been a couple weeks. So let's start from the bottom to the top. First off, it's me. I'm Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator, and I do things like make homemade paper, handmade paints. You can check everything out that I'm doing at rowannorthillustrations.org. I should be getting my handmade paper up this next week. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. And I'll post that in chat once we're done here. So that's me, and I'm the GM. Let's start with Hannah. Introduce
Hello,
yourself
everybody.
and your character.
I am Hannah, and I am playing Elizabeth today, who loves magic and fashion and doing things that she shouldn't, probably. Or at the very least, using magic in every single situation, even when it's not called for. Yay!
Yay! Beautiful. Thank you so much. And wait, it's good to meet you, Hannah. It's been a couple weeks.
Hello, everyone. I've missed
Hello.
you.
Yeah. All right, Matt.
Hi, hello, I'm Matt. I'm a various forms of content creator. I'm playing Jason Andrews, who is just having a bad day. He's still it's been a long day.
One long day.
It just keeps getting longer.
One long day in the Emerald City, or something like that. I can't sing more than that because copyright or whatever. All right, thank you so much. Next, we are going to go to Samantha.
Hi, I'm Samantha Owings. I am a freelance composer and musician. I publish all my music and stuff under Mistress of Melody. The of is really, really important. I cannot stress that enough. I play Christina. She's a mom.
And then unfortunately, Barty can't join us for today. We are very sad about that. However, I hope that we'll get to see her next week. Yes, so where we left off last time we had a special guest, and that was Clark. And he played a science teacher. Basically, all of you were in a dreamscape hell, except for Christina, who was in the van. Always have to have someone in the van, right?
Doing mom things.
Yes. So, goodness. Anyways, so basically you all were in a dreamscape that was high school. As a amalgamate creature from the void was feeding on everyone in the school's memories, including yours. So basically you had to figure out how to wake yourself up from this dreamscape, and how to beat the monster. You all managed to kick it back to the void. And yeah, that was it. However, there were some interesting things that happened. Some interesting revelations. I think, who was it who memory shared with the creature? Was that you, Jason? You got to see in its head a little.
Is that Megan?
I think that was Megan.
Was it Megan?
Megan's the one who always connects with ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it. All right. So Megan's not here, and there's some important information that Megan has, so I'm going to have to introduce this in a different way. Let's begin with Jason. So it's after that happened. Everyone was exhausted. Owen was exhausted. You all have just kind of crashed for the next couple days. I want you to roll weird, Jason.
Ooh, just straight up weird?
Yep.
All right. Okay, got a 7.
A 7. That actually reminds me that I should open up roll 20. I always think you're prepared and then you're not. So 7, mixed success. So you get a dream, Jason, which you've had weird dreams before, and it always feels like a message from Horror Terror Dad or the thing of the void. And this is no different. Basically, you get to see the memories of this creature. You realize its fate a little bit. First off, you become aware that because of how out of hand this particular amalgamate has become, the void, the thing of the void, the horror terror, it just outright ate it, swallowed it, absorbed its memories, and is sharing those memories with you. So the memories in question is, you see a woman in the dead timeline, and the woman is addressing the different amalgamates and says that we are going, like, what happened is unfair and we're going to give you your lives back.
That seems bad, though. That seems
concerned.
bad, actually.
So that is the vision you are given. That is all the information you're given, however, as it was a mixed success.
So then at some point the next day, Jason will stumble out of bed at a bright and early noon.
Mood.
Rumpled suit back on, pick up the bottle, and make his way to Owen's lab.
I mean, Owen's a teacher. He's got shit to do.
That's fine.
Am I still here?
Yeah, well,
Do I have an apartment?
I think at this point, yes, you do have an apartment. Owen has managed to find something for you.
I don't have to keep sleeping on like the floor of his lab.
No, it's been a couple weeks, I would say. So yeah, you do have a place that you are staying. It's actually really, really close to campus. It was actually probably pretty difficult for Owen, especially in the middle of the school year, to get that for you, but he managed to figure it out. He asked that you check in because you are from a different time and he doesn't want you wreaking more havoc than normal. So
wreak havoc? I'd never.
So you just go to the lab, or are you trying to find Owen, Jason?
No, I'll just go to the lab then.
All right, yeah, you all have access at this point, so yeah, you go to the lab.
So Jason is just gonna crash back out on the couch then Jason's gonna crash in Owen's office, like in Owen's chair, feet up on the desk. Literally the worst thing that he thinks Owen will hate.
You
disrespect.
I need you to roll cool because it is locked.
Oh.
He locks his office.
We'll see about that. No, I fail, so I'm just crashing on the couch.
All right. You tried. All right. Let's go to everyone else. Christina, since you weren't there last time, you kind of had a bit of a panic, I would say. Because you were trying to contact everyone and like I think you would know, like going into that school would mean that you were caught and gone too at that point. So you were just trying to desperately contact everyone, thinking maybe like, oh shit, my team is dead. What is happening?
Yeah, just a minor, another life crisis.
Yeah. So
Probably after the fact, like really just chewed everybody out.
Oh,
What the heck,
definitely.
guys? Like you.
So how are you feeling after that? Are you like mad? Are you
She went home for a couple days.
all right?
She went home. That's fair, honestly. Just like, if you need me, you're gonna call me. We're gonna like plan something out. That's not gonna happen again.
Perfect. Yeah, so you get to go home and do home things that you've been putting off. Maybe get your kid for
Like
the weekend.
all of the dishes.
Oh God.
Yeah, I get the kid for the weekend. That's true. She does
Um,
get weekends.
Owen does send you a message after a few days and says, like, we need to talk about what happened. He's like, we could do a video call if you would like, but we need to talk about what we are going to do next.
Yeah, I guess I can rent a car, drive down.
All
Rent
right.
a car. I looked this up. She's only about 4 hours away, actually. She can just
Okay.
drive.
So
She has
that's
her own car.
just
What am I saying?
4 hours away. That's literally my distance from you. So
I think I said she lives in Maine somewhere.
excellent. So, Jason, so you were hanging out at the place with the thing. Elizabeth, I actually want to know what does your day look like? I mean, you don't exactly have classes or anywhere to be. You just come to the lab as well.
Yeah, because I think like Owen had said that I was supposed to be a lab assistant of sorts.
Just help keep things clean and
Yeah. So probably she like every once in a while shows up, but mostly just sits on the floor of her probably mostly bare apartment and plays with this new phone.
cool.
But well, we can say that today she goes to the lab.
Okay, in that case, so you are heading to the lab and the van is in the parking spot because Christina, of course, left it. It's Owen's van still when she left. However, I would like you to roll read a bad situation.
Ah, good. My best ability.
Hey!
It's not. I'm so not. Hey.
Hey!
We're on it today.
That's a mixed success. Okay. So with a mixed success, the thing is you don't know what you're looking for, but you do hear noises coming from the van and you notice that it's open. So you get to ask one question. I have to actually pull up the
Let's
monster.
see. I have the sheets printed out and magneted to my fridge here.
Oh, that's nice.
I guess are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
You see a couple of bikes that are kind of set aside against the building. There's no students that are normally around this area because this is once again like maintenance and boiler room stuff. There's not really anything. People shouldn't be here. And you know they shouldn't be here. So, but you do notice a couple bikes against the wall.
Does Owen have any weapon, like even like things that like blunt weapons in his shop, in his lab?
You could definitely find something. You know that he has a lot of tools.
Jason's a blunt weapon.
I don't know. Jason's here.
And he's got, I mean, I imagine there would, guns don't really work against things. So I wouldn't say there's like a ton of stuff. No, but
I'm definitely like baseball bat kind of thing.
no, he wouldn't have baseball bats, but he would have
Like a broom.
Fire extinguisher.
if this is a maintenance area, is there like pipes or something?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely be pipes. There's tools. There's wire.
Perfect. Giant
So you're
monkey wrench
thinking
will
wrench.
do.
Yeah, but you have to actually go into the lab to grab that.
Yeah, I will do that. Because, like, hopefully they haven't noticed me, so I'll just jump in and come back out. I'm not going to just approach without a weapon.
All right, that
Even
means
with magic.
Jason, you're right there. You see Elizabeth come in.
Oh, hey.
Sup, witch girl?
Kids' bikes outside.
What?
We got those kids' bikes against the building, and Owen's van's open. You want to come check it out with me?
Jason just like reaches back down at the edge of the armchair of the couch and pulls out the grenade launcher. Just goes, "Yup." Best news I've heard all day.
We're like the chaos duo. All right, I'll pick up a pipe or something. Like, all right, here we go.
No, it's actually just gonna be like his regular pistol, but also like badge in hand, and then just all right, basically kick the door out on the way out.
Bam!
I feel a lot better about this now.
You're like,
Why did I
hey.
leave them alone? Going home was a mistake.
We're all making really good choices today.
Yeah, you'll be there in the evening, and you get to hear the aftermath of this bullshit. Anyway,
Of us beating up a couple of college kids. Maybe.
So, okay,
It might be the ones that are already sus about me. So,
Ooh.
maybe. Anyways, so you approach, like you make a loud noise, and you see one of like suddenly things get very quiet inside the van because they know that just running out would be a bad idea.
mm-hmm.
Well, now we just get to trap them in the van.
Oh, are like the back doors open?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Do you want to go around and we'll both?
Yeah. So we both get to one side, and then just like 3, 2, 1, slam the door shut, and then I'm gonna look in the window with the badge.
So there's so the van, all of the lab is in the back of the van, and then there's the front seat. So there's not really a window there.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so I'll let Elizabeth close her door, and then I'll just like go to close my door most of the way and just look in through it. Be like, hey.
sure enough, it's the twins. Jeremy, and I can't remember the other kid's name. Oh well.
He's my name now.
and
They changed it.
Jeremiah.
God.
Jeremy and Jerome.
That was definitely not it. I'll have to try to look up that episode later, but I know that one of them for sure was Jeremy, and that was the main guy anyways. So both of the twins are there, and they're both like Jeremy just scrambles back. They're like, oh, we aren't doing anything. He's there with his camera.
So breaking and entering, attempted vehicular theft of
No, we're not stealing anything.
government property.
This is it.
Do you have the badge or do I have the badge?
Jeremy starts shakily. He kind of like bucks up a little, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a badge.
Ooh, he does have a badge.
And he's like, look, I was like, I don't know, there was like some government that wanted me to look into this and they were asking me questions about you and this whole situation. I just look, man, just it's nothing. Just
It's nothing.
I'm supposed to be here.
Here, do me a favor, and I'm gonna open the door a little bit wider, and I'll be like, "You're gonna toss your badge to my friend here."
No.
Oh, hi.
Or I get to let go of this door and bring out what's in my other hand, and you don't want that.
It's like, no, it's my badge. I was told that I'm supposed to look into things. So
Uh-huh.
Who told
like
you that?
that would be a felon. Like that it's stealing from law guy. So it would be a felony.
Wow, this guy's
No.
real eloquent, isn't he?
He's trying real hard. He's really going to hate it when I tell him to put his camera down next.
With that, he takes a picture of you.
Oh, child. I want to use my magic to rip the tires up of his bike, of the bikes. Like use the tentacle magic, just like, and now your bikes don't have tires.
Okay, roll for weird.
Doop-a-dap-a-doo. 7.
7. Mixed success. So you get to pick a glitch.
Ooh.
So you can choose like the effect is weakened, the effect is of short duration. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. That draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Oh, it's that one. It's the immediate unwelcome attention.
Oh damn, okay.
We love attention.
Obviously.
Okay.
Sorry, Christina.
We're making a lot of choices.
And here I am, like bringing you snacks when I like stop at the gas station. Why do I
Aw.
bother?
Thanks, Mom.
We're trying to protect the fan that is
We're
kind
gonna
of yours
have
now.
2 more kids for you to mother. It's great.
Oh,
I don't think she
no.
wants to mother all the kids.
Do you have the badge or do I have the badge?
Wait, which badge is badge?
Yeah.
You have a badge and I have a badge. And who's driving the
So I'm
plane?
hoping there's like loud popping noises, like metal ripping noises, just like, now you don't have bikes. Take my picture again.
They're both like, that's illegal. Like
Yeah.
It's really not.
destruction of property and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Did you bother to read the badge that I've been holding up this whole time?
Yeah. What?
U.S. Air Force. We're the type of people who can make you just disappear.
The Air Force.
Damn. Into thin air.
Ooh, actually, you could probably do that, right?
Yes.
She's magic.
Hi.
So both of them are terrified, and
Good.
but Jeremy is still kind of like, no, look, you don't know what you're getting into because
Jason, give me. I got this.
Okay. Go
Hey,
ahead.
listen, like you don't have to be in trouble. Like
I'm not.
he's pretty mad, but if you just tell me why you're here and who sent you,
I just
maybe
said.
we can work. You said nothing.
I
You
literally.
said someone from the government.
Yeah.
That's so vague. Did
It-
they not tell you who they are? Are you being tricked?
No.
Do you need help?
No.
Cough
What?
twice if you're being coerced.
What's your
By
name?
other people that aren't us.
The other kid actually coughs twice. Hey, stop it.
Okay,
Hey.
buddy. We can
Come
help
on.
you. We're just gonna go into the office here, into Owen's lab area. We're gonna
Never
sit
been
you
to
down.
lab?
There's a lab?
No. Maybe?
What?
What?
You want to see a cool lab?
Hey, kid, do you want to see a dead body? Do not say that. Does not say that. Does not say that.
It's like, look, I don't trust you guys at
know?
all.
But you trust shady government individuals who won't tell you what branch of the government that they're from, that you
I
need
know
to check
what-
this out?
I know
Clearly,
what branch of the government they're from.
and
Well,
clearly
I'm
not
did a
supposed
bad
to
job
say.
explaining felonies.
Oh, you're not supposed to say.
You know that's actually the illegal part, right, kid? You have to declare yourself.
Fine,
That's why I
then
held the badge up.
I'm also from the U.S. Air Force.
Okay.
Can I see your badge?
Fine, as long as you don't like fucking take it away, cause.
Aw.
Uh-huh.
So he does hand it to you, and Jason,
Yes.
this badge looks very familiar to you. It's legit. It looks
Me-
exactly like yours.
Oh boy. This is
Oh,
because
you
I
used
spent
luck
that.
before.
This is because I spent that luck point. Oh, fun. All right.
Well, no. If you guys recall, way back in like the second episode, there was a bad roll. A very bad roll. Like,
Regardless,
first-
whoops.
Oops, my bad.
I wouldn't say exactly. I mean, it doesn't say like Agent Jason Andrews. It does
Well,
have,
yes.
but it does. It is from the same branch of government as yours.
Huh. I'm gonna like look at it while she's holding it and just go. And I just sent them a scientist. This is rude,
Ingrates.
right? All right, kids.
So, what were you sent here to look into?
The lab, the van. Okay, look, like I can explain, but I'm not supposed to explain, and I'm not, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna kill us. So
No,
We're not going to kill you.
Do
Do I
you
even
don't
look like I could kill you? Look, I got nothing.
And I just don't want to deal with the paperwork.
He doesn't want to deal with the paperwork.
There's a lot.
Christina, is this when you want to drive up?
Why not? Yeah, if he called her in the morning, she could be there by afternoon.
Yeah.
She pulls up in her little mom car. Just like looks like shit. She's been driving for 4 hours.
Oh no.
Just like opens the door.
And you see like both of them threatening it in front of the van doors.
Hey, Christina.
What are you guys doing?
We found 2 kids breaking in and lying about being government agents, so we're intimidating
We're
them.
not lying. I'm not lying.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
There's some kids looking into the van.
Literally by being inside of it.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
So
that's
she
a
like-
good question. How'd y'all get in?
Lock picking?
Oh, good.
That's definitely illegal.
Okay, hold
Well,
on.
except that the government told us to. So
So that kind of makes Christina like stop and just like look over because she thought, Jason was just spouting whatever, and then it's like the kids are actually confirming it, and she's like,
yeah.
okay. So she goes to her back seat, like opens up, pulls out a couple grocery bags, walks over, hands one to Jason, hands one to Elizabeth, and she's
Oh, nice.
like, go put these away in the place. I will deal with this.
Don't give them back the badge. I'm going to check on it.
Hey, like Elizabeth just handily hasn't let go of it and just
Perfect.
walks away.
Jason goes after.
I'll go back in a sec. Bye.
Christina brought snacks. It's full of snacks.
Are ice
Perfect.
cream sandwiches?
No,
I think that would
ice
be
cream
very
would melt.
melted. at
Oh
this
shit!
point.
Yeah, you're
We
right.
got like corn
you're right.
nuts and like Doritos and
Yes.
like a little thing of vodka. The good
Jason's
snacks.
already there.
I'm like, toss
He's still
that one
working
over
on
to
his whiskey
Jason.
bottle. It's fine.
What
Crack into the-
vodka bottle?
I like that Christina arrives and we're like, okay, we can leave this to her. Just peace out.
Well, the adult is on the scene. So.
Adult is here.
She's not
Okay.
an adult.
So-
She's Gen Z.
Yeah, there's there's these 2 twins, like they're
Okay.
kind of like more punky looking.
Oh.
One with a camera, one with they're definitely twins. You've not seen them before. Jason saw them before,
Mhm.
but
Elizabeth will shout back like, oh, the quiet one is being coerced, so like, be nice to him.
And she's like, look, I don't know what they were telling you. I don't know what they were doing.
he
They're-
ripped the tires off of my bike. Our bikes.
Okay. They're idiots, for one. 2, I want you to sit down on that curb and I want you to tell me exactly what happened.
But look, we're not supposed to tell you because it's like government secret stuff.
You need to tell me, otherwise the dude that like ripped the tires off your bikes, he's probably going to do that to your face.
That makes them both pale, and they're like, "Yeah, okay."
Good
So-
cop, bad cop, mom cop.
Mom cop. Get mom cop. Get out here, Paul Blart. We got Christina now. So all right. So yeah, they both get out. Like they're happy to get out. Though Jeremy does click another picture on the way out. And then yeah, they both kind of sit in the curb. Jeremy like fixes his hair a little. I wish I could remember the other kid's name. Oh well.
So blank.
It's blank right now, I guess. No, it's my brain that's blank. I should have written it down.
That's okay. I
They
say
weren't
you
supposed
call
to be
him
major
Jerome.
characters, but no.
Here
It's
we are.
Jeremy and Jerome. Ah,
Like their mom must hate them.
so
if
like
that's what
while they're
doing.
getting out and like sitting down, Christina's gonna text Owen and she's like, "Hey, there was some people in the van.
Owen's like, what? Yeah,
Apparently they broke in."
Owen's like, I have class. I don't have time to look into this. Is this being handled?
I'm handling it.
There is a long pause before he texts back. He's like, are you sure?
Does he want me to handle it?
Elizabeth is
Who
like,
would
we,
you
we
rather
are
handle
also
this?"
here.
Point taken. Call the cops if needed. And with that, Owen leaves
Okay.
it to you.
Okay, yeah, no, she's like, "Tell me what happened."
So it's the other brother. The one without the dyed hair. One of them's blonde, one of them's got black hair. This might be a reference to our twins, but anyways, so he's actually the one who starts talking. He's like, look, so what we talked to Megan like a couple weeks ago. She had these really cool photos of like monsters and lab stuff. We're in our photography class, and then she told us about the secret lab about like that Owen had in a van. We had lunch with her at Subway, and then this agent guy, Jason Andrews, came in and was all like threatening to us. And then after he left, like that night, there was like these agent guys that came out of nowhere. And
What they look like?
they looked like agent guys. Like, what do you expect? Like, like Agent Smith from that old like Matrix movie, that old
Like
classic.
the suits and like
Yeah,
the slicked
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sunglasses. Like they looked like how that other agent guy dresses, except way slicker because that guy likes like Raggedy Ann. But
I channel Fox Mulder, not Men in Black.
fair enough. I love myself good X-Files. So it's like, yeah, there were a couple agents that came, and they asked us what Megan told us and what Jason told us, and so we talked to them, and basically they said like they gave us like money and
How
told
much money?
us Jeremy actually mumbles something. Just
How much?
they pay for our whole college tuition if we do this.
Oh shit, these guys are legit.
And it was like, I mean, they haven't told us like a lot about like where they're from, but they said that they're like a special like branch of the government that looks into like weird shit like this, like weird shit. And we needed to get down to this because they suspect that maybe they have a rogue agent, and it could be that Jason guy. So just a little.
Okay.
I haven't
No.
done a bit of paperwork in months. It's fine.
So like we're supposed to look into them, and because we know too much, that we're like perfect and we're just kids, and we shouldn't be telling you this. We'll be in real big trouble. And
I am glad you told me this. No, I'm really glad you told me this, because if you hadn't have told me this would have caused a lot of problems. So I'm really proud of you for telling me this.
what kind of problems?
Problems for you. Problems that may
Right.
involve your safety and people trying to get this out of you in ways that won't be fun.
Jeremy still looks stubborn, but the other brother spilled, so
Christina kind of looks at him and she doesn't really have reason not to believe them. Just because they're like name dropping stuff and all these other things. Like, it's too outlandish not to believe. So she's just like, all right, here's what we're going to do. You can't take any of the photos that you took back with you.
but if we don't report this, like we could be in trouble still.
I want to help you because getting involved with government people doesn't usually end well. Because they get what they want from you and then they hang you out to dry.
Okay. But they're still paying for our schooling, like that's big.
She sends another text to Owen and she's just like, this is kind of important.
Owen's like, I'm in class. I'm doing my job.
They're being paid off by the government to look into your shit.
There's a long pause. He's like, give me 30 minutes.
Can we wander back out now?
I was gonna say I was gonna come out with like, are there like juice boxes or something?
Yeah, there's juice boxes.
Elizabeth comes out
Hell
with
yeah,
juice boxes
juice
for
boxes.
everyone.
There's also like those like drinks from like the dollar store with like the twisty tops and they're
Oh,
blue.
They're
Oh,
the
yeah.
Talking about
Oh yeah.
those are like the Kool-Aid chillers, I think what they were.
yeah, but like knockoff
God,
brands.
that was my childhood, dude.
Elizabeth will also come back with drinks for the twins.
Jason walks out with the badge and taking a picture of it with his phone and hands that over to Christina. So what have they said?
So they said the men that hired you think you're a rogue agent.
That does happen when you don't do paperwork.
I think we should take them out to lunch.
That's
You know,
a good
nothing
idea.
super long, just maybe like half an hour somewhere super
Jeremy's
close
like,
by.
this isn't like code for you're going to kill us, right?
No, I just
it's
do
like,
it.
It's like lunch. It's like lunchtime.
Like
we can
actual
all
lunch,
use a
because
snack.
I have been snacking and I haven't had real food yet.
Oh, I haven't eaten today. That'd be great. That's probably why I ripped their bikes up.
I can fix that.
Oh,
hungry.
what should- yeah, let's go get burgers.
You want burgers?
Burger sounds great.
Yeah.
Looks at the twins, is like, you want some burgers? I'll pay.
Yeah, I'd like burgers.
Okay.
They're both still like Jeremy's still sulky, and they're both like really sheepish and
Okay. What's the nearest burger place?
If it's college campus, there's probably one like across the street.
absolutely.
Okay, we
It's,
go to Wendy's.
Shit, Wendy's, nice.
Oh
Man.
yeah, milkshakes.
And it's super interesting how they've rebranded things over the past 10 years because you know how Wendy's used to be like this really old-fashioned like girl. Well, they've totally updated her, so she's got like more like long red hair, and she's wearing a bit more of a modern like
She a
skirt,
thirst
like
trap.
Oh no,
women's
she
power.
have
Oh,
beach
absolutely.
waves. Beach waves.
beach waves.
They got
Nah.
inspired by that thing that
You
KFC
look up
did.
Wendy's, you have to
Oh,
make sure your safe search
absolutely.
is on or you'll like never
So-
see the rest.
They're like KFC was actually successful in that campaign. So yeah, let's update her. Let's do like a date Wendy, game.
Amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
You look up Wendy's, you just have to like filter out everything. Otherwise, you'll never find the restaurant.
Exclude Reddit, exclude Tumblr.
Yeah. Oh, Tumblr doesn't exist anymore.
Aw.
Kidding?
Tumblr's
2030?
It got
Yeah.
nuked in the social wars.
Somewhere in the dark web.
Oh, there is a dark Tumblr, but I don't have.
The dark Tumblr.
That probably exists today. If we
I-
just
No,
don't look
it
into
absolutely exists today. I know this. Don't ask how I do.
I feel so bad for these poor boys who are like probably getting the most like whiplash right now.
Weird.
So on the walk over, Jason's gonna be like, "Hey, can I see your camera? I'm not gonna delete anything. You can watch what I'm doing. I promise."
Except that she told us that we can't keep the photos, but this is our college tuition on the line. So
Wait, what?
Yeah, they offered to pay their tuition. That's how they're keeping them in this, which is why
I
I'm
don't
surprised
even
they
get-
spilled anything.
I don't even get paid that much.
Could we like use this to our advantage somehow?
I'm thinking we can, yeah.
Because
It
like
would
we
be-
can help you. You guys still get your college tuition. You help us.
You might even be able to
Nobody-
keep some of the pictures.
Nobody has to get hurt. Or like
We're just
be
gonna have lunch
abducted by the
though, then we're
government.
gonna talk things over. How's that sound?
sure. I guess.
Let's be real. You know there's some shit going on with us.
Pretty clearly.
We're
You're-
not gonna hide that. But
the other twin actually looks at you and it's like, you're not like some sort of like monster in disguise or something, are you?
no.
Honestly, right now I'm like willing to believe like anything because things are freaky shit, bro.
They
It's
are.
freaky shit.
I'm as normal as they come.
I don't even want to be here. Like, Jeremy's the one who dragged me into this. I like taking wildlife photos. I want to run like an animal sanctuary. I don't want to be involved in this government stuff.
That's okay. We'll mostly leave it to your dumb brother then.
Jeremy's like, hey.
Shh, I'm talking to your brother.
Yeah, show me the pictures,
Jeremy
kid.
and the brother of Jeremy.
Jeremy's like, I get the feeling that this is one of those things where like I don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you have a choice. Just your other choice is bad.
He's not that dumb. Look at him.
College education. It's paying
Of course,
off.
I'm not that dumb.
Aw.
No one
Don't
was around
harass
when
them.
we fucking. So Jeremy does hand over the camera.
Jason's gonna look through all the pictures, and we'll occasionally just like show some to Christina and show some to Elizabeth, and just be like, some of these are really good.
Dang.
Talent.
Yeah, he is good. Like he knows his shit. Like there's a reason why he's friends with Megan.
Rule of thirds.
Some good rule of thirds. I was just
Yeah.
saying.
That's all I know about photography.
I really like the depth of focus on this one. It really draws your eye to this bit.
And unfortunately, that's sensitive data, so that's probably not one that you get to keep because So look, do we have to tell Owen about this?
I've already told Owen about this. Owen's on his way.
Okay. We need to spin this real fast because this could be useful.
I want his input before we try to decide anything.
That's fair. It is his van.
It is his
Such
stuff.
a nerd, though.
Now get over it. You're a nerd too, just in a different way.
Fair. All right.
High school
All right.
never ends.
Oh. Whoa, don't curse us with that.
Yeah, nerds aren't all that bad. My husband was a nerd, okay?
Okay. You have met Owen, though, right?
Yes, I've met Owen.
Okay.
There was the nerd renaissance in 2025.
The nerd renaissance. Okay, to be fair, that kind of started in the 2000s with the X-Men, but
Yeah.
Okay, so she buys him burgers. She's literally just doing this to stall for time.
yeah.
And they eat, try to talk small talk stuff.
The
Because,
kids
we're in public now, so.
The
Elizabeth,
kids are kind of glowering, shell-shocked. They're not really in a talking mood. Can you blame them?
No.
I'll chat with not Jeremy about his wildlife photography for a bit.
Yeah, try to
Yeah.
draw the other one out. That's the
so
weak point.
sad that I don't remember his name. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries.
I think it was Tim or something.
We can name
Jeremy
him
and
Tim.
Timothy. I knew a set of twins that had those names.
Oh fuck. Small world.
Timothy's like one of my favorite names.
It's
I know a
good
guy.
name.
His middle name was Caspian.
Timothy
Oh,
Caspian.
An
That,
amazing
set.
combination of names.
His mother had a dream, and like a famous actor like came to her and is like, "You're going to have a son, and you will name him Timothy Caspian," and she did.
Has he
Probably.
to go pull a sword out of a rock? There might be some destiny at play with this person. That's a good name.
You wanna hear something awesome? My
Yes.
husband's middle name is Lamont, which is a pretty
That's good too.
decent. It's pretty decent. Tell him to stay away from silver chairs.
That was a good book. Series of books.
Don't go on
Anyways,
voyages. Just a whole thing.
regardless, yeah, he'll be Timothy for today until I remember his actual name. It'll be so funny if I'm correct, and that was the name I gave him. But regardless, so Tim, he's like still like a little like kind of shy. He's like, yeah, well, I like going on hikes, doing mountain biking,
Nice.
like looking for birds and wildlife, shit like that. I mean, everyone thinks I'm like Jeremy because I'm also taking the photography class and we look similar and
No, but there's like so many different kinds of like subjects to photograph. And
yeah.
wildlife is really respectable.
Yeah, Jeremy's the one who's like into like all the supernatural shit. He's the one that really likes like what Megan does and all that. But I never like I'll go with him because that shit's dangerous. The urbex, urban exploration and all that shit. That's Jeremy's thing. But
Aw, you're such a good
Just like-
brother.
just like birds, man.
What's your favorite bird?
I want to be here. Red falcon.
Oh, that's a good one. So like
Also like
dream photograph. What do you want? What would be your like magnum opus if you ever got it?
Well,
Like
I said,
grill the
like-
photography boys.
like for me it would be like I talked about like doing a wildlife shelter or something. You know how you got those like birds that hang around like predators and they eat like they have this like mutual beneficial relationship because the predator will eat the prey and the birds clean up the mess, or the birds will like peck insects and parasites off and clean them off. Like I want to see like that mutual beneficial thing in action. So like have a bird and a predator, and I think that would be like really really cool. But
Elizabeth is having to try so hard to understand what's going on. She's like, yes, uh-huh.
Jeremy's like, dude, shut up.
No, he's
Todd.
passionate about this. But you like weird shit? Paranormal, supernatural things?
Yeah, I usually take photos of abandoned buildings and shit.
Oh, that is super.
You seen a ghost yet?
I've seen some creepy shit. Yeah.
Tell us about it. I'll tell you about a
Just,
ghost
like,
that I heard of in
really-
Edinburgh.
It feels really fucking stupid now because it's like, I don't know. It's all just like, oh look, the fucking chair moved. Whoa.
Could
I
be a
feel like
poltergeist.
this is like,
Don't be ashamed of your excitement and your passion.
Just because you know the world's bigger than you thought doesn't mean that what you saw wasn't still amazing.
Why are we becoming like motivational speakers?
Because I need
Oh.
this kid to not sell me out to my agency.
Put that quote on the fridge.
it's like, like, oh shit, there's a cold spot over there. Like, wow, what the fuck? That piano played by itself.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's so like according to Owen, that's like time and all like
So
thinness of
she
time.
like
right?
whacks her.
Just oh no.
It's like ghosts and shit are real. I'm just trying to tell it let him know that
That's
what he
all you
saw
have
is-
to say.
Yeah, it still feels so fucking stupid.
You're just
You-
mad because you got caught.
You did a good enough
Like-
job to get
like
the
I
attention
know.
of some serious people, so
Look, it's like I know I'm over my head. We know we're over our head, but like what choice do we got? Like this if our college tuition is paid, then we can focus on our photography and like other things as opposed to having to, bust our asses doing work graveyard. Look,
They like probably should pay you more. This is really
don't-
dangerous.
Yeah, you also don't need college to do photography.
No.
but
There are
this is like a really fucking reputable, and Timothy actually speaks up and he's like, look, man, with the animal stuff, like I'm studying like veterinary science and shit as well, so
No way.
and like wildlife resources and things like that, and that ain't simple shit, so yeah, we kind of do.
You should change majors then, shouldn't you?
No, I like photography.
we can definitely work something out with these
oh
kids, right?
totally.
Oh,
I think
yes.
so.
Yeah, they're good kids. Assholes, but everyone is in their 20s.
It's true.
Everyone is until
Elizabeth,
Elizabeth is in her 20s.
So,
right.
no,
You're
this all
right.
checks out. Yeah.
She knows what she is.
yeah, you're right.
So,
So
we're
funny.
waiting for Owen then?
yeah.
Owen does send a text to you. Christina says that he's at the lab and he doesn't.
Oh, she's like, we went across the street. I bought us time by buying burgers.
And Owen, Texas, the state.
Shit,
Text
when did we
you
get
back.
there?
I mean, it is
I
real
don't
big.
know. Texts you back and says, it's like, should I wait here or?
We can bring him back.
Yeah, we don't need to have this conversation in a Wendy's.
All right, come on.
I
She
mean, I'm
stands up.
sure nobody would blink an eye in a Wendy's.
It's not quite late enough for that. There's like respectable crowds here.
Ah.
It's a Wendy's.
They don't serve beer.
All right.
So yeah, you head back. Owen's sitting out front, like inspecting the bikes, and he's like, "Jason,
What?
the fuck?
Who says Jason did that?
Oh,
What?
well, I know Jason did this at this point.
We all know.
All right, that's fair.
He's not wrong.
Listen, it's
Yes.
it's one thing. It's one thing. Yes,
Aw.
catching children, being threatening, I understand. But tearing apart their bikes and using your powers in front of civilians, we need to talk about this. I already drill it to death with Elizabeth and her magic practice, but
He's disappointed in you.
Hilariously, it wasn't me. I'm not.
Jason? Jason looks at Christina and goes, "Told you."
I can.
told her what?
Do you
Don't
want
worry
to
about it.
fix the bikes?
Look, here's the problem. She like motions to the two and she's like, they're good kids. They just got caught up in some shit. I want you to tell this guy what you told me exactly.
Jeremy's still dragging his feet, but Timothy is more than willing. So yeah, he repeats the whole story about, and this is your first time hearing the whole thing too, that, after seeing you at the subway and talking to Megan, they approached them. They were approached by two agents. Timothy decides to leave the part that they're way better. They're more crisp looking than you are this time.
That can just go without being said.
Yeah.
Jason
But-
knows what he's about.
So he lists that part out. But yeah, basically how they were approached, and basically their job is mostly to keep an eye on Jason for one, and to look into Owen and those claims that Megan gave. That's it. They're not even like super sure what these guys are about. That's what they were told to do, and they are, their whole tuition's being paid in full. So Owen's just like, wonderful. Now, Jason, is there validity to their claims? Are they onto you?
I got the badge number. I can call the director and check. That's gonna raise more red flags than anything else.
That's my concern.
Look. Here's the long and short of this. First of all, these kids, if we can fix this so these kids can still get their college paid for, that's aces.
How much money do you think I have? Yes, I am a professor, but that doesn't mean
That's not what.
I have an idea.
Who is saying that?
I have an idea.
Yes.
We let them take some of the information they have back to the people, because they're going to have to meet up with them eventually somehow to get it to them. And we just happen to be there when it happens. Then it's not their fault. Or we don't even have to show ourselves. We can just find out who these guys they're speaking with are.
Yeah, I was going to say it's far too risky to be all like, what's the phrase? Sup, bitches?
That's not the phrase.
That is a phrase.
It's
a phrase.
It's not a good one.
So do we misdirect them, like with photos of Jason going, I don't know, somewhere else?
This is what's frustrating is I already thought you were doing that.
It's been a long day. Look, there's probably a non-insignificant amount of chance that my behavior in recent weeks has not been exactly consistent with mine before coming to this godforsaken town. Almost got eaten by a time god for a while. Don't worry about it.
Jeremy's like, what?
I said don't worry about it, Jeremy.
Fuck off, Jeremy.
Honestly, the less you know, the less you're in danger, and the more you can just enjoy your college tuition.
That's accurate. Look, Doc, here's the thing. I'm trying Doc out now. It's not Prof, so I hope that works for you.
It's an improvement, I would say.
Oh, good. Let's not change it back then. Let's not need to do that. Look.
Odd threat, but okay.
Let's get these kids paid by the government. Let's use them to make it look like everything's fine. And I've just been really deeply engrossed in work. We can go through the pictures they've taken and curate it. They'll get to keep some.
I want to find out who the guys are.
I was really kind of hoping y'all would let me follow up on that lead, but if we all want to be involved, that's cool. We can do that.
You following up on things? How well does
Owen
that turn
pauses,
out?
and he's like,
motions back to where the bikes were.
I was woken up from a nap, and I've only had whiskey to drink at that point today.
That's your problem.
You're right.
So Owen looks at you. It's like, oh, are you upset that you don't get to handle it all by yourself?
I think he knows I'm not terribly discreet.
Well, no, but
it's more that if we all show up, then suddenly they have a suspect pool. If I show
then we
up,
don't show up.
Look,
not in person.
Here's the concern: is that
you know that I can view different places from far away. Do we remember that?
No,
Yes.
that's awesome.
No. What? Yes.
Remember when we
I
went looking
do.
for Megan in Edinburgh?
Yes, I recall that, but that was like a different time. It's complicated. We'll worry about like scrying or whatever in a
Doesn't
moment.
magic just
It's-
work?
Anyway.
Anyways, so this is my concern. My concern is that Jason, you are the only one on the chopping block at this point. There was no mention aside from, well, perhaps me, as that information was also shared. But the two of you, Hannah, Samantha, or fuck, I used their real names. I'm so sorry. Elizabeth, Christina.
Oh my god, are we having secret identities?
Dun, dun, dun. I just revealed your secret identities. Ah, fuck.
Damn.
Fourth wall say what?
I was telling these kids too much.
Yeah, well, like Christina has her family to protect, and I'm not supposed to be here, so keeping us hush hush is probably.
No, that's not. You are unknown. At this point, you are. You are our element of surprise, so to speak. So as far as you could be, civilians out of nowhere. So if you want to spy, you would definitely go.
So we send both of us and not Jason.
Who is known.
Yes,
And
perhaps.
Christina stops me from doing stupid things.
I would say that this is actually more wise because Jason, I don't know how well it's going to work out for you if you let them know you're onto them. If they really are onto you. That's not going to work out well for you.
No, what's worked out well for me so far, anyways. It's par for the course. All right.
If we're successful, we can go out and get some booze. Celebrate. We'll invite you.
Boom. Now, these kids have sure heard a lot of stuff recently.
Jeremy's like,
We should
Get
address
down.
that. Oh, no, you're not drinking, kid.
oh,
Hey, Owen, do you have like one of those flashy pens?
what?
No, Men in Black.
No.
Oh.
This is easier than that. This is easier than that. Hey, kids. Jeremy, Timothy, eyes up. Right here, right here, right here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This whole plan only works if you keep your mouths shut.
Oh, that wasn't what I expected. Whew.
Okay, but we gotta say something. What do we got?
There seems like there might be some weird stuff going on in the lab, but nothing dangerous.
Okay, so what you want? Jeremy's like, so we get to give them the photos of the weird lab van.
Some of the photos of the weird lab van.
Okay.
Owen's gonna curate them.
And it's like, I don't know how comfortable I am with the government knowing about my secret lab van, as you put it, but
It's in every report that I haven't filed. Owen, everyone has a lab van.
what? Everyone has a.
Everyone has a lab van.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting me one too.
They're real useful. It's a van with
more
a
or less
lab in it.
Have adopted out my lab van to you, Christina.
Yeah, I'm getting attached. Might get my own.
Is that how you decided to have children too?
No,
You
that
wanna
one was
hit
an
him.
accident.
Could we make it look like Owen and Jason are antagonistic, like not working together, but like suspecting each other?
Hey, do you two twins think that we're friends?
Jeremy's like, well, you're at least working together.
He's not wrong.
This is not my area of expertise.
Owen's like, look, let's just keep this simple, right? You've been keeping an eye on Jason Andrews. In fact, perhaps stalking him around and taking photos of him in his everyday. environment would be.
Ooh, yeah,
That's a
maybe
good
this
idea.
is my lab van.
Well, absolutely, probably not. I mean, Megan already
That's
told
what
them.
he tells them. That's what they tell the agents.
But
It's
Megan's already
mine.
said it out loud that it's Owen's.
No, yes, that's what they were
Who
saying.
said
is that
Megan
the
was
agents,
correct?
Yeah. She doesn't know whose van it is.
What I'm saying is that there might be more suspicion drawn to you then.
That I can deal with. I'm still going to make some phone calls later.
Or at least suspicion that we're both working together.
Yeah, but that was already kind of known a little bit. I said I was looking into some weird stuff. Your name pops up with weird stuff. That's just how the internet goes, man. Look.
Very
Here's
well.
a quick way that I can prove this. Hey, Timothy, who's the weirdest professor on campus?
Owen,
You hear that? You're weird.
there's also that weird art teacher with the crazy rainbow hair. She's pretty
Oh
weird.
no, she's just an alien.
Oh, what?
Dead face.
We're just ruining these kids.
It's also called if you make an intelligence source seem less trustworthy, then all of their intelligence gets discarded.
Mm.
Oh, God. Owen just looks at you and shakes his head. So yeah, Owen's like, all right, so that's the plan. Owen does go through the photos. He's like, honestly, most of these are decent. It's not like we're looking at the equipment actively running. The equipment I keep running when we're not on a quest. God, that sounded extraordinarily.
Mission.
Yes, mission.
Adventure.
Journey.
I didn't realize there's so many words for one thing. Regardless,
That's how
Um,
language works.
All words are
it's
made
not
up.
like I keep it running when we're not actively looking for something. So most of these are absolutely fine. So
I'll give them some credit, Doc. They're
I-
really good.
I do want to
no, I'm not
bring
talking about the
forward
quality.
something. I thought
Yes.
I got these kids to tell us what was going on by asking. That's all I did.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fair point.
How do we know that won't happen if these two suited men just ask?
Owen says by
Oh.
spying on them.
That's fair. Kids, I'm gonna spy on you. Is that okay?
Jeremy's like, I don't think we got much of a choice.
Oh, he is smart.
I'm still asking. They can either
important to,
choose to
like-
be all right with it, or it's gonna happen anyway.
That's
See,
either
I
way,
believe
it's
in
happening.
choices.
Like
You're
one
at least
asks if
given
I'm
the
okay
option of
with the
informed consent.
government shit anyways. No one we're involved one way or another. So like just go with it, I fucking guess. So
We're trying to help you be actively less involved.
yeah, and I appreciate that, I guess. I
I'd like
honestly
give them-
Yes. Do you know how you sound right now?
like a whiny kid. Can I stop
I
making
was-
fun of me? Like
Gonna
No.
say like myself. Okay, that's fine. You sound like Elizabeth.
fuck.
Actually, yeah. Can we just make a rule that Elizabeth and these two don't get to hang out? Because
What?
look, you're awesome, Magic Girl, but let's not get this involved. Keep them separate, is all I'm saying. We don't
Oh,
need 14.
I like to think of
Well,
myself
it's
as
like-
being an upbeat yes person. And these guys are clearly, I don't know. They're clearly in over their heads.
Well, the rest of us
It's not
are
wrong.
on such firm footing. with this
We're
whole
we're trying
situation.
to give you the least possible work for the most possible benefit.
No, I understand that. The whole
Okay.
thing is that look, this is like a really difficult situation. I know I'm over my head. I'm just doing just whatever. Like, I'll go with whatever you guys say because honestly, I'm afraid of being fucking killed. So,
Can
I know.
Hmm.
I'm like, should I do a manipulate? I want them to feel better about this.
Can I just give him
you
alcohol?
can absolutely. I don't know how good that's
Oh
gonna
shit,
go.
I have an advantage. Apparently I'm gonna manipulate someone.
All right.
While she's doing that to manipulate them, can I do a read a bad situation with my third eye open to see if there's anything else tagged onto these kids?
Okay.
Okay.
Read a bad situation.
So, while they'll
Yes.
be like focused on her.
Okay. Yes. All right. So we got mixed success.
So
Mhm.
I used the advantage that I got earlier to take that tasty
So you're
11
11.
instead.
Okay. All right. We got it. Okay. So
It's like it's gonna be. I'm just gonna like away from like be like, okay, let's level. I don't want you to feel like you're being forced to do something. We really genuinely want to help you not get too involved because this is dangerous, and like you are obviously smart enough to recognize it's dangerous. We want to help you to like so that you can keep getting your tuition and not have to do something stupid dangerous. Will you help us help you?
Jeremy's like, yeah, like, I guess the point that I'm trying to say is that I didn't necessarily want to be like roped up in all of this anyways. All it was super curious because Megan was finding some cool shit. I didn't expect some government guys to come up and
No one
I'm
ever
just-
does.
yeah, I'm just as scared of them as I am of you. So, you know, it's a scary situation all over. Like that's the whole thing is like just the whole being threatening and stuff. It's just not. You guys ain't helping because
Sorry, we didn't know what your deal was. It's like with stuff like this, it's better to be on the like offensive. Jason is sorry. We'll fix your bikes. It's gonna be okay.
then I want him to say it.
Oh yeah, I'll fix your bikes. You're good.
No, say you're sorry,
Apologize.
Jason.
Oh no. I'm not gonna apologize. I'll fix it, but I'm not gonna apologize. You broke into our van.
Oh,
She
it's
like
like
whaps him.
apologize to the children, Jason.
You had a better chance when you just hit me before he opened his mouth. Look, I'm gonna fix your bikes, kid. He's on his phone, like ordering new tires off of Amazon right
Jason.
now for like hour delivery.
This is
Jason.
like,
Yeah,
please,
what's up?
Jason, just this once.
I'm
They're
sorry I
scared.
used spooky magic to rip your tires to shreds.
That's as good as you're gonna get from him. The fact that he
Yeah.
even said it is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Jason knows
Can
what
we,
he's
like-
about, and it's not about dealing with kids.
Is there a way that we can like make sure these kids don't get hurt? Because we're gonna watch
We're
your
gonna be
guys'
spying on
exchange.
him. So
I mean,
yeah,
we're gonna do the spy, but like after that
Yes,
to ensure their safety.
we can take steps.
Okay. Owen's like there's perhaps cameras, bugs, perhaps. So, Jason, you open
Hi.
up your third eye.
Yeah, I got 12.
Now, here's the interesting thing: is I'm actually because you got a 12, I'm going to give something else to you instead.
Neat.
So there's no real magic attached to these kids. There's not really like there's no really hanky panky with magic.
Good.
Hanky panky. Is magic hanky panky now?
Yeah.
Depends on the type of magic, I guess.
Wink.
Higgity. So, however, you notice something else when Owen mentions bugs, wires, cameras. No,
Mhm.
these kids are bugged. I don't know
Oh,
they're bugged, but
like right now? Like actively?
yes. Remember when you failed? That
No.
that roll when you, or no, you did a mixed success and you
Oh, yeah.
got
Huh. Well,
immediate
I got
unwanted
good news and
attention?
bad news for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is the tires are on their way. They'll be delivered in about an hour, and I can get those put on for you.
Damn,
That's the
I
good
didn't know.
news.
I didn't know Amazon could deliver in an hour.
Drones.
Yeah, man. They're going to get like dropped in. It's fine. The bad news is this whole plan isn't going to work.
And why is that?
They're bugged.
Fuck.
Jeremy's like, what?
Yeah.
No, these kids have no idea.
Wait. I'm having a. And Elizabeth pulls out her phone and texts the group chat like, "We're fucking time travelers."
Right. Jason looks at Owen and just is waiting for him to just be like, no.
Owen's considering it.
Oh, dear.
It's like, time is definitely more flexible than we give it credit for. It could cause anomalies, but at this point, I'm concerned that
Hold on. Y'all were in the van before Elizabeth showed up, right? Like for a minute.
yeah.
So one of us goes back and deactivates the bugs. Like one of us that can maybe do weird things with superpowers goes back and uses magic to turn off the bugs before any of this
No,
happens.
it's like even better. I could.
Owen has an EMP.
Yeah, EMP.
Oh, you have an imp?
Yeah, that's what I've been using in the lab.
Remember when your phones were all when we first?
Right. Kids, this is also a conversation you've never heard before.
Got it.
We're literally being heard right now.
How do we do this, Owen?
Owen says, well, I would say that perhaps we would want. Christina, are you fine in the van? Keeping an eye on things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very well. Then Jason and Elizabeth, I will trust you both to go in. I will give you the EMP. If we can attach that to the van before the children even arrive, then this whole conversation and this whole area will be secure.
All right. When did you show up to investigate the van?
Jeremy's like, fuck.
Like approximately how long before we showed up?
I mean, we left at lunch, so like, got here around like 11:50.
Oh, I was already inside taking a nap by then. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, what? You weren't. Oh, we didn't see you, so.
That's because I was inside. Okay.
All right.
Well, what I'm saying. Never mind.
Wait, did you break into the lab?
No.
No, what? No, they didn't see you. What are you? Anyway,
They're all
let's just do
confusing each
this.
other at this point. It's like, I mean, we've kind of been trying to find you because the government guys told us that we're supposed to find you, but we didn't see you around here, so we broke into the van instead.
Because Megan took cool pictures of it.
Yeah.
Someone that's not Owen should have a talk with her about that.
Not me either.
Christina's like, fine.
It doesn't have to be Christina.
Christina is the mom of the group. Of course it has to be
It has to be Christina.
She's simply the smartest of us.
It's absolutely fair. I mean, what?
It's extreme emotional intelligence. It's very good.
All right. So before that happens, though, we should probably take a break. So you guys are setting up to go back in time, getting the EMPs and stuff, but we'll take a break now. weren't talking about weird shit and break. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're always talking about weird shit and break.
When are we not? Yeah.
Hey, I enjoy it. Anyways, so you, both of you, Elizabeth, Jason, you are given EMPs. Basically, Owen gives you the tools possible. He kind of pulls them from the lab, says, okay, we want one at that door all the way to here. How much did you talk about at the Wendy's?
Well, if we deal with the bugs that are on them, then it doesn't matter, right?
If we fry them completely, yes.
I
The
choose
EMP.
that one.
Yes. The trick is that the EMPs will only stop it
Oh.
for the time being. They
we
still
know
need to
that
be
their
fried.
camera was still working.
Well, they were. because-
Paradox.
Precisely. We'll deal with the consequences of that later.
Oh,
Yay.
boy. Consequences. We didn't talk about anything really significant at Wendy's. It was
Yeah, we
mostly
just talked
their
about photography. I think we specifically didn't talk about weird stuff at the Wendy's,
Yes,
except
very,
for like
very well.
you.
What?
So in theory, the Wendy's is safe. That if we keep the EMP here, the EMP field here, that will be completely all right.
Mhm.
But we should probably fry those microphones now. Keep it consistent.
I guess.
So at some point they get fried. And
Hey.
Elizabeth, you're the one with the magic.
Oh, I'm frying. I thought because technology.
I mean,
I-
it's entirely up to you. I would say that this is a good use of your magic.
Let's fry. I
Now
guess I will.
craving fries.
Well, we already went to Wendy's, so
Damn, and you didn't pick me up anything.
You didn't ask.
okay. So I will use magic to fry them, fry them things. I'm like, this is
Responsible.
this is why I was like, why do I have to do this with magic? Why can't we just technology this shit?
Hey, he's giving you an opportunity to use your powers for something that isn't crazy. So,
Well, does anyone want me to D6 this because I failed?
oh no! That's entirely up to you guys.
Use a D6. Use a D6.
Suddenly the boys are fried.
Whoops.
We'll take a mix.
Big success. All right, so you get to pick a glitch.
So much failure.
Effect this weekend. It's of short duration. You take 1 harm. That would be really funny.
Yeah, I'll just take harm because she gets a shock
Static
feedback.
shock. Yeah, because you haven't really done much with electricity before.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's like in the old books, it says that witches and the sort that technology doesn't work with them. So,
And
I
Elizabeth
suppose
is like,
that's why.
wait, what? He's like saying this as she goes and does it. She's like, wait, what? Ah!
all right, you take a harm.
Oh, why did you make me do that then?
Hey, I know things were different back in your
Science.
time, but we have this thing called electricity now.
Regardless, it worked.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, you take 1 harm. All right, excellent. So those are fried now. He's like, all right, then we do not need to be concerned. Very well. If you both are ready, this will be the first time. I'm not planning on coming with you this time. I will be in the van with Christina if you have any questions.
How are we going to talk to you?
We already figured this out. There are earpieces that I've managed to use with the time crystals. They should, as long as it's connected with the van, of course, and you're not too far away, they will work just fine.
Jason puts his in his pocket.
I'll wear mine.
You do realize that's mostly Christina that's going to be keeping up with you, not me.
Oh, I have no problem with whoever I'm talking to. Let's go.
assuming they work.
Yeah.
Also that.
Oh, I've
We'll
tested.
see.
I've tested it.
We'll see.
With yourself? How?
I put on a podcast on my computer, put the earpiece next to the speaker, and
Time.
all right. So you guys go ahead. I would like you guys to roll me some D100s. Actually, just one of you.
I gotcha.
Decide who. Jason,
67.
nothing happens. You're good.
First solo mission.
If you can like perceive motion during the time slip thing, like you notice Jason just kind of like salutes off into the distance.
Arrivederci. All right.
Going out, Space Daddy.
Sir.
That's so funny. All right. Yep. Nothing happens. You guys are fine. You pop up on the other side. What time do you guys pop up? Like 11:30?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure we don't want to run into past Jason.
No, past Jason. Yeah, he was
On the
already taking
couch.
a nap. At
Sleeping
Okay, he's
on
already
the
on the
couch.
couch. Perfect.
And you have about 15, 20 minutes before the twins arrive.
So we just put the EMPs here.
Yeah. Did Owen actually tell us what to do besides put?
He gave
Yes,
us instructions.
I would assume that
Okay,
he would give you instructions. I kind of
Don't
that goes
you
without
can't
saying.
trust Elizabeth.
Instructions is basically you want one EMP, basically the end of the EMP field, like on the truck. Probably put another right by the building. That way, make sure that both sides are covered since the twins were back and forth, and you're good.
Cool.
I would like you guys to roll plus cool to make sure that you do this successfully. You don't do a fucky wucky.
Hooray.
I did fine.
This is fine.
No.
All right, so this will be important. What sides do you guys take? Like,
I was gonna take the lab.
And
Okay.
I take the truck.
guess what? Because of that, you are just fine. Only
Oh.
one of the EMPs are working, but it's enough field that all they could hear was static, pretty much.
Hooray.
Elizabeth isn't allowed to touch the van very much.
hmm
She's like, I'll just put this here on the wall, and some like magic shit interferes with it or something.
Some
She's like-
smoke pours out of it.
She
This is probably
she
fine.
forgets the instructions.
Oh, definitely. She's just like,
What switch? Where? What? Okay, pop. You're good. It falls off. You're like,
that's probably fine too.
okay. Yeah, you both are able to do this in a timely manner. You actually got you finish up about the time that you see the kids. You see two kids in the distance on bikes.
Back we go.
Yeah, are we actually traveling through time, or are we just gonna go like walk around the corner of the building and just sit there for a couple hours? For like an hour until we catch up with ourselves.
That's entirely up to you.
I get. What
Like,
is it better
once
to
again-
risk going back through the void or just wait?
It would be funnier if we just disappear in front of the boys and then walk around the corner like a second later.
Oh, that would be funny.
That's the plan.
All right.
Yay!
While you guys are there, Jason,
Yeah.
I would like you to roll me investigate a mystery. I think.
Investigate a mystery, not read a bad situation.
I'm double checking to make sure they're both so similar, right?
One just means like, hey, there's imminent danger, and one just means like shit happened.
That's totally fair. Yeah, let's go with read a bad situation then.
Nice.
Perfect. I get to open my third eye and everything.
Ah, that's why it matters to you.
And it also means I get to roll cool instead of sharp. There's lots of reasons. Read a bad situation is the one that's just got like compounded bonuses.
I see. Yes, go ahead and roll that.
12.
Yay!
12. All right. Wow. Fabulous. Okay. So while you are waiting, about an hour, you watch, like, you see those bikes in the distance. You hear the kids park their bike and things like that. You hear Elizabeth enter the lab, things like that. But you notice that you notice something else. You notice that these kids are being watched by not just you. You notice on the nearby building, there is 2 people on the roof in suits, where holding binoculars.
Oh.
They don't seem to have noticed you. They're not paying attention to you. They're mostly paying attention to these kids.
Has Elizabeth come out of the lab yet?
No.
Elizabeth. we got a
Yes.
problem.
What's up?
Can you do an illusion field? Can you make a big illusion?
I can try.
There are some people observing the van. We need to let them not see me do magic and rip up bike tires.
Okay.
Oh, and
Yeah.
also maybe just, oh dear. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of low-key point them out and be like, those are the guys. They are watching.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. They're gonna know that we know. Okay, we can either try to make it so that they don't see what happens, or I can go talk to them. It's not great.
I guess if we
None of
interfere
it's
with
great.
ourselves, we're going to do some crazy paradox shit, aren't we? So we probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, that would be bad. I assume that would be. Back to the Future told me that would be bad.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay, yeah,
All
I can
6
try
of
and
them.
I can try and do a field.
You can also, you still have Christina and Owen you can talk to at any time.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. We have further problems.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Jason
we
has
did
noticed.
great.
You don't have your earpiece in. Shut up.
Yeah, no, I'm yelling at yours.
So we planted the devices, but Jason has noticed that there's agents watching from a nearby building.
Well, those must be the
Binoculars.
guys.
Yeah. But if they see all the stuff we do, then just turning off the mics doesn't help us.
So you need to move them.
You hear over here Owen saying, well, then what they need is a distraction.
A distract? Like, oh, a distraction, you say?
No.
He's holding up the rocket launcher, isn't he?
It's
He's
a
definitely-
grenade launcher.
Something that won't distract the events that you guys already went through.
Permission
Now-
to summon an amalgam.
Absolutely not.
No, that seems great, actually.
A distraction
no,
for
no.
them, not a
Listen.
distraction for everyone.
That's what I meant. If we go over
It's
there,
very
at least-
dangerous.
yeah, duh.
What if
No,
I
no, no.
just show up?
That's exactly what I was going to suggest. What I would suggest is that you show up. You are their target. They're paying attention. That would distract them enough. Just you walking by, perhaps, or noticing them and having a chat.
Okay. We have to go. We need to stay low and we need to go fast. I think there's stairs around the back of that building. We need to go right now.
Okay.
Keep us posted.
Yes.
So run around and get up before we come out of the lab.
Okay, I would like you to roll plus cool. How fast can you guys run?
Oh, Elizabeth, please,
How
honey.
fast how well can you tread water?
It's
That's
more
fine.
important at this point that I get up there. Like you there is a good backup, but if I outpace you, that's fine, and you can just kind of like
Remember,
stay a little out of sight.
they also saw you, Elizabeth, go into the building, so you
Well, they
probably,
probably
wanna stay
shouldn't.
you probably want to stay out of view regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine then.
All
Okay.
right, so
So
you
I got a 10.
success. Yeah,
Yeah.
that you success. You get there in time.
So I'm gonna like catch my breath for a second, and just go like lean up against part of the building and just go, "Hey guys."
They both turn around, and Yep, they totally miss it when you and Elizabeth walk out of the lab. And they're like, Agent Jason Andrews.
Yeah. What are y'all doing knocking around my investigation without the courtesy of a phone call?
We are looking into we have been asked to look into something else. Perhaps similar,
Oh.
but
So y'all are staring right at one of the people that I'm kind of working with on this investigation thing.
then that is not our problem. They'll
Well,
figure that out in
if
reports.
y'all ruin all the work I've done on this, it's gonna be your next on the line.
We are doing what we're asked.
Uh-huh.
So you do recognize these two.
Cool.
Their name is Agent Jones and Agent Jones.
Oh boy.
Now we're jonesing.
So Jason straightens up and goes like,
No
"All right,
relation.
look, Jonesy, Jay, I get it. Y'all are here. I haven't been sending enough reports for the director. I get it. If this is about me, just say so. We can go have a sit down. We can clear the air and get on with it.
That would be a conversation you should have with the director.
Neat.
Call you up right now.
Yep.
All right. So you call up the director. Did we ever say his name?
We did. I don't remember what it was. Just make up a new one. It's fine.
He's also Jones. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Kidding.
This is why they suspect me. My name isn't Jones.
Ah, yeah. They're all clones. No, I'm kidding.
That's why I was able to.
The plot thickens.
All right. Yeah,
No.
so I'm calling the director right now.
There's actually, I would say, just for the ease of names and stuff, there's actually two directors. There's the head out director, but he often takes care of other things, and then there's another director.
Yeah, it's assistant director Skinner.
Assistant. No. Yeah, she's a woman named that they call V. They just call her Director V.
Okay, I'm calling her then.
All right. Well, she is actually the one who answers because the other
good.
director's out of the office. And
Neat.
Director Veer's like, Agent Jones.
Nope, Agent Andrews.
Agent Andrews. Very well. According to our system here, it seems like you're in the same area.
Oh yeah, they're right in front of me because they're putting my investigation at risk with their whole Man in Black loom on a rooftop routine.
And how much risk is there really? Is that any different from what you've been doing, skulking around the school?
If Owen, if the professor sees two Men in Black looking thugs, he's probably not going to trust me, and we're not going to get a valuable resource. I already sent y'all the other professor guy. He's been useful, I'm sure.
He has to an extent. We've just barely started a discussion with him, but that has nothing to do with the situation at hand.
Which is?
The situation at hand is that no, your reports have been lacking. There was a significant point in time, Agent Andrews, where you sought out to make contact with Professor Cray. You sought out to make contact. You made contact, and then ever since your reports have been spotty at best and not detailed. It's as if you had an entire switch of personality.
Well, tell you what. How about I give you the full and uncensored version of everything that happened?
I would appreciate that, yes.
So I went to Edinburgh and fought a ghost in a tunnel.
I didn't mean now. I mean in a report.
Oh,
I need this in writing.
okay. I can do that.
You'd better.
You know, I look, I know I'm not one of your fancy Joneses, but you know, if there was an issue, You could have just called. My phone works demonstrably.
Here's the situation, is that
Uh-huh.
there has been an increase in activity, more and more.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
becoming extraordinarily out of hand. So if you are so insistent that you are going to be working, that you are in charge of this and you have it handled, then perhaps you should work together with the Joneses and we'll see. Perhaps be able to cover more ground.
Jason is going to make a decision now, and I'm going to let dice decide.
Oh no!
I need someone to call odd or even for me.
Sam, do you do it?
Odd.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
And it was a 1.
Oh no!
Ask the good doctor that I sent your way about the void. And my other hand is in my pocket, cupped around the earpiece, so that no one can hear.
Oh boy. Okay. It's
Ask
like the
him
void.
to look into the void, temporal void, maybe. It's a whole thing. I'll get you those reports you need in writing.
Very well. I look forward to it. We will keep you updated on. For the time being, we would rather keep the Joneses there, as this is getting increasingly dangerous. But once we see those reports, we can figure out where to go from there.
Oh, and you keep the deal with the kids. They're good kids. They got a lot of promise.
Wait, how did you?
I am an investigator, ma'am. I investigate.
Very well.
But keep them out of it. We both know this isn't exactly the safest stuff on Earth.
It is not, and we are fully aware. However, they know too much.
Look, we're gonna tell you what. We'll discourage them. They'll think they're doing a good job to earn the money. They'll report to the Joneses, and the Joneses can talk to them more about how I'm acting. So y'all can have independent confirmation, and they can stay out of the dangerous stuff.
That sounds absolutely fair to me.
And seriously, Void, look into it. Gotta go. Bye.
So the Joneses are kind of standing there, and they're like, well.
Coffee? Do y'all feel like some coffee? I feel like some coffee.
We do have the said kids that we should be keeping an eye on.
Since I'm looking over their shoulder, can I see about where we are?
Yeah.
In chronological time and linear time?
Yeah, Christina has just pulled up.
Okay. So I'm going to look over. I'm going to keep talking to him for a second until Elizabeth and Jason go back inside with the groceries.
Okay.
So once that happens, then I'm going to go like, looks like they're busted.
They look over and see Christina just like chewing them out on the sidewalk or whatever. It's like,
good choice.
They better not be giving confidential information.
What, you didn't bug them?
It doesn't seem like the bugs are working.
Wow, you guys are top of your class. Okay, look. I'm going to slip back down. I know a back way into the lab area, janitorial zone that Owen's taken over. I'll slip in.
Lab.
There's always a lab, Chucklehead. Is this your first day?
Listen, I was actually working with the normal CIA.
The
only
honey.
real focus that I really had was gun criminal investigation and drugs. So.
Oh, okay. Let me just clear real fast to the weird stuff. There's always a lab. There's always a lab van. Everyone knows that. Look, Cray is weird, but he's not a villain. He's just mad. He's a mad scientist, not an evil scientist.
I'm like
So-
imagining like Elizabeth like hiding under some stairs nearby, just like
Yeah.
Look, so I'm gonna go in there. I assume I'll grab whoever's in there. We'll go out. I'll diffuse the situation. We'll take him for lunch or something. It'll be fine.
Very well. The only thing we ask is that you include this in the report, so it's not on our heads.
Yeah, here. Bump me your contact info so I can get in touch with y'all when y'all need me.
They both look at each other and said, "Very well." And yeah, you get Jones and Jones's number.
Thanks, guys. And look, I know you CIA guys have your routine and you like to be all spooky. Next time, not the suits, just jeans and a shirt. You're on a college campus. Blend in. Love of God.
We'll keep this in mind.
All right. And I'm going to like dash down the stairs and then just like hide in another doorway because now they'll observe linear time again until they decide to leave. With Elizabeth. I'll
Yeah.
grab Elizabeth on the way and we'll hide, basically.
All right. So yeah, everything else seems to go relatively smoothly. See them, you watch yourselves go out to lunch, have conversation, and then the Joneses eventually leave just about before you disappear.
Perfect.
So, yeah. So do you guys saunter back then?
Elizabeth will in her earpiece be like, looks like we're clear, so we'll be heading back now.
Okay, good. That's some good news.
Yeah, I think everything went pretty well.
And she'll like take out her earpiece and be like, so we're keeping this on the hush, yeah?
Magic kids, best friends.
You're so thrown under the bus right now.
No, seriously.
I'll tell
Interesting
Christina
politics.
stuff.
Christina's great. She just happened to be within earshot of Owen, and that's
Mhm.
What are we
Interesting.
gonna? I guess we'll have to figure. Like, I guess you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna say about these two women who they also saw with the kids.
oh yeah, that's easy. Look, student
You're
worker,
bitches. I mean, what?
student worker, volunteer researcher. This is fine. Especially because as we've heard a little bit, Owen can't keep his mouth shut. We know Christina's kid is into some weird stuff sometimes. That would all just make sense.
We got to make sure that nothing happens to her kid. That's important.
I would be able to look up and see if the agency had a file on that, right?
Oh, yes, they do.
Oh,
They do.
here
They
we
had-
go.
Some major stuff
Oh.
on Sherry in the past, including a kidnapping. So,
Okay, so what I'm gonna do then at some point, it'll
Great.
probably
We're giving
Like-
that to Christina, right?
yes, I'm gonna get you a copy of that entire thing eventually. Yeah, that will happen sooner rather before you go back home. I will print you out a full copy of that report. Yes. This is also
Yes.
perfectly logical explanation for why you'd be here with a person who's also deeply involved in weird stuff. Research assistant. Everything is
Yay.
fine.
this is fine.
It's all fine.
So I guess we'll head back.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird situation because basically they have to continue to have a conversation with you while you guys are there hanging out. So it takes like about, 30 minutes to an hour to finally catch everything back up. And Owen's like, time stuff is such headache inducing.
Yeah, it's weird. So
I
we're
hate that this
good.
is what I decided to make my career. Yes, we are apparently good.
So here's a fun little bonus. Elizabeth is going to be your lab assistant, your student worker lab assistant. So you should probably do paperwork to make that look right.
Look
And-
legitimate. Okay.
And Christina, hey, I'm gonna need a printer actually in a minute. Oh, and
There's
I
a
need to print
printer
off-
right here, and there's a printer in the lab. Or
I'd like
multiple
hook a
printers in the lab.
laptop or a tablet up and just start like printing off the file about your daughter. It's like, so we already the agency knew about your daughter already. That's prior information, and no one can't keep his mouth shut. So I looked it up. I didn't read it. I just saw we
Wait,
had a
what?
file.
She like
What?
looks over at Owen.
Owen's like, what?
Owen has said more than once, has casually referenced your daughter and weird, like when we've been around. In a
Yeah,
group.
like he
Yes.
talked about trying to recruit her or something, and you got pretty upset. So
Yeah.
And
we
so I
wanted to
dropped
see
it.
What does anything have to do with Cherry?
Oh, well, because we already have a file on you and we know your daughter's experienced weirdness, it makes perfect sense that you'd come to a weird guy to do research. And this is the whole file printing off
This
right now. You can
is-
take it.
we just wanted you to know what they know, so like you can.
So we're all covered.
Hold on.
Hi, yeah.
This has nothing to do with what I've said about, like, Cherry's completely out of this. Like,
Mhm,
I want
mhm.
that to make that clear, that this is not my fault.
Jason, why does your agency have a file on my daughter?
I didn't read it, but weird stuff.
How vague.
I can read it. It's printing right now. Like, do you
She
want me to read it?
moves over and like pushes you out of the way.
I'm gonna just yep, and then walk into the lab, grab the vodka bottle, and walk back out, and just be like, "Don't."
And just she pushes it away and she's like reading over everything. And she's just like, you're in cahoots with those dirty bastards.
It's a paycheck.
A paycheck.
This is good. Now we can know what they know. Like,
And now here I am trying exactly what you said. I am here to the weird guy to try to find out stuff about the weird things about my weird kid. And the people we are trying to not let know we're around, you're in cahoots with.
So you won't have to lie.
I mean,
yeah.
we sort of established this.
That doesn't mean I like it.
But it also means you know exactly what they know and what they might be planning, which means you can take steps to avoid the assholes.
How do I know you're not one of the assholes?
Oh, I'm absolutely an asshole.
Jeremy's actually still outside. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Kid, I just saved your bacon and guaranteed you free tuition. Shut up.
he did do that.
Look.
I guess
look.
we let the kids go then now, so we can talk about other stuff.
Oh, yeah, they should leave.
Get them the fuck out of here.
Well,
yeah,
we
like,
have class
I'm gonna go
anyways.
out and like fix the tires then, and just give Christina a moment without Jason around.
Yeah, they kind of, the kids loiter as you finish your bikes. I keep calling them kids. They're legally adults, but
They're kids.
they're kids.
We like Christina, and we want Christina to know all the things that we know because she deserves that.
If I expect her to lie for us, then I'm going to give her all the information that I have.
Yeah, so Christina, or rather Sam,
Yeah.
you know what happened to Cherry. I don't as much, just the whole situation there.
Okay. In a
So-
nutshell, basically what happened was Cherry could see like really weird things. Like she growing up as a kid, she's like talked about like ghosts and spirits and all those weird things. So she probably had some big connection with the void. Christina had some falling out with Cherry's daddy. And when she was a single mom the first time, she was tricked by this agency, and they ended up kidnapping her daughter to try to find out, hey, why is this kid like seeing this weird stuff we know exists? And Christina went on a big road trip with Daddy to get her and bring her back.
Is that when they got remarried?
That was when
After
they got remarried,
The excitement.
and that did not last.
As a bonus, then Jason also printed out the file on you and Daddy, so that you can know what's been going on there
That's
if
just
you
his
care
name.
to.
He has an actual name somewhere.
Okay.
So we have Void Daddy and Cherry's Daddy.
And Owen is Science Daddy?
No.
um,
Ow.
Rude.
I love you, Matt.
His name was Aaron.
Aaron. Yeah, so Aaron's file also printed off. So, like, you get to know everything that the agency knows,
Doesn't mean she's
including
happy.
presumably which agent, like, which part of it authorized everything.
Hmm.
Was it the part related to Jason?
It's probably similar.
Different branch or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jason was not directly involved and
I mean-
could prove that, but
Yeah. Jason is definitely in a different part of things. He doesn't kidnap people for one.
and if it was more than 4 years ago, he wasn't even on the job.
So, but yeah, the director did allowed them to kidnap Cherry, like gave them permission. So
Christina just takes all of the papers and she takes that vodka and she just like locks herself in the bathroom.
Owen's like, is she going to be?
you
Don't.
need to give her some space
Yep.
to process this and be mad at Jason.
Yep.
Very well. Well then, since Christina wasn't there at our last outing, this does give us time to talk about what we all discovered.
Oh, yeah. I had a bad dream about that.
A bad dream.
Nice.
Is this one of these like normal bad dreams, or this is coming straight from the thing of the void,
Jason,
or
do you
terror
even have-
monstrosity?
Regular bad dreams anymore?
I don't have any other type of dreams. I only have void dreams.
That's
why
good
I
to
don't.
know.
It's why I don't sleep. So I saw memories of the girl amalgam
There's a wait, girl. Oh, the
from the school.
Ah, yes. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
happened?
So some lady promised her a return to her life because it was wrong. What happened to them?
A return to her life. Where?
A
What?
lady?
A late. Yeah. I assume I saw her clear enough that I could give a description.
She was wearing like her face was obscured.
Okay.
Her face and body. She was wearing some sort of like cloak, black cloak thing.
Flowing
Yeah.
black cloak.
Wow, that is like some
Odd.
peak supervillain shit.
Spooky vibes.
Very odd. I have no idea what this could mean. But if someone else has managed to make their way into the void and find themselves a, a bad timeline, then this does not bode well at all. I admit that the amalgamates are acting very strangely. They shouldn't have that much. I suppose
Sentience?
Yes, that's a beautiful word for it.
Could someone actually like move a person like without like they become an amalgam but then move them and their consciousness into another time stream entirely like that? I thought they
She
just became
seems-
mindless animals.
She
Yes,
seems pretty her.
They become they are supposed to be mindless animals. I mean, during my research, I did find that if they are their memories are supposedly unlocked, or if they are fed parts of the void, if they are like how, say, one has to be given stimulus to have their brain work more properly. Like you've seen the tests with Alzheimer's and things like that. How if they keep their brains going and give them good puzzles and keep their brains strong, that could in turn help the disease.
So they're making the amalgams play Tetris.
I don't know about that, but I suppose in a way that could be part of it.
That's
But
so evil.
um, but the point being is that when they are stimulated enough, the amalgamates do start acting at least a little bit more like a living being and less of just pure instinct. I've never been able to have something at such a success level, though. Not like what we saw at this school.
She wouldn't have overwritten the timeline of the version of her who was in our timeline, would she? Like, she wouldn't have replaced that person when she came here.
Is that I'm not certain what happens to an individual.
Well, if someone got pulled out of a non-dead timeline, I don't even know if Jason would know enough to be able to even spit this.
I mean,
Jason's just the suspicion is that a person from a non-dead timeline is a lot of potential time energy in them.
That could be.
That's also me thinking very Doctor Who about it instead of maybe like Jason thinking about it.
That's totally fair. I mean, Jason could probably spitball something like that, though.
Just like
because he knows that Owen, like, he does know from what the Horror Terror has told him.
Mm-hmm.
He does know that there's only one Owen, while there is multiple of pretty much everyone else.
Right. So okay, then this is what Jason actually asks. It's like, would there be a benefit to putting an amalgam in place of someone from a non-dead timeline?
That's a fascinating idea.
Like eating the version of themselves in this timeline?
Yeah.
Like, I did not consider that. I thought that perhaps the reason that she was conscious is because she was feeding on everyone else's memories to feed her own, or be able to form new memories.
Maybe she was, but what about this other lady who brought her here? How's that a benefit?
I'm not certain. I wasn't sure, like, the fact that there is a third party involved. This could explain how they've been getting here in the first place, perhaps, or why they're acting so strangely. But I'm not. There's a lot I need to look into.
Do you think I could try and talk to one of the
amalgamates
that you have in your lab?
I don't know how successful that would be. If you're not concerned about your sanity, then
hard pass.
Very well. We can certainly try, but there's definitely a lot of fail-safes and perhaps a lot more research I need to do.
Look, I'm trying to do this in a safe environment rather than just testing my theories out in the field like
that's completely
want to do. So
fair.
Look at how good of an influence y'all are on me.
Growth.
Yay. Owen's like, yes, let me look into some things before then. These are very, very interesting thoughts and theories, and I will need to apply this. If we can find this woman, then perhaps we can get to the bottom of all of this.
I wish there was a way we could track recently dead timelines.
I am afraid that I've only wandered on them by mistake. So Perhaps you should go ask the horror terror.
Ha! Just slug of whiskey.
It's worth a shot.
I mean,
We'll see.
did you see how that affected him last time, though? It doesn't seem very fun.
At this point, he seems to be, well, an agent of it, whatever it is, but,
Double agent.
well,
Agent of Chaos.
jazz hands.
Yeah, because I have a boost to use magic to communicate with something you do not share a language with. So that's where I'm coming from with this.
Oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
Very interesting. But yes, Owen's like, allow me to look into this, and then perhaps we can certainly set something up. But yes, perhaps if you want to track those said timelines, perhaps learning more about the void, which I would say is half your MO now, would be in order.
Yeah, probably.
Regardless,
Always has people with you there so that, you know.
That's true.
Oh, by the way, I'm just about finished with those watches. I should have that done in the next few days.
Oh, good. I
So-
wonder if we could make a map.
A map of the void?
Mm-hmm.
It's entirely possible. I see Sam smiling
Yeah.
because you're not the first to make maps of the void.
I'm sure it's not
Dun, dun,
madness
dun.
inducing at all.
No.
Elizabeth is going to go inside and do just a gentle knock on the door of the bathroom. Still need time?
I want you to get me like 6 packs of gushers.
Oh, I am on it.
Yeah. So, is there anything else before we wrap up? Because I think the discussion with the amalgamates and all of the discussion about the void and things like that, we can probably deal with next time. We are getting into some meta plot stuff. So,
Yay!
is there anything else? Go ahead.
The only other thing for Jason is that he is going to type up reports.
Yes, Owen does ask for a report of your dream as well.
Oh yeah, he won't type that up. He'll just tell him. Like he doesn't give him a report.
In writing, please, for the files. First person and all that.
Fine.
Do you want help with that?
Writing?
Okay.
Jason was the one with his dream. I would rather have it straight from him.
I appreciate it, Elizabeth. I have to write I apparently have to go catch up on reports anyways, so.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm going to go throw them off our trail. So Jason writes up reports.
Good job.
There are 2 versions of reports Jason writes up. There are the general reports that are exactly what he told Owen he would do. A bunch of bull. Throwing people off the trail. And then there's reports exactly, like exclusively for the director that are a little bit more information. But
Okay.
not a lot.
So what level of information are you giving them?
The void is a thing that they need to look into, like references that Owen has made to the void being an actual tangible realm. Very much like convey it as Jason doesn't buy it, but he's like talked about like time travel through the void, but that all seems like BS. There has been like I have not observed any of this. Owen seems real flighty, but he seems to know more than he's saying about where these weird instances are coming from. Have interacted with someone who seems to have a previous tie to the weirdness. Request more information on Christina and her family, just as like hey, if there's something I should know about this person, maybe tell me.
Okay.
That's not in the files, but like just enough to know that the perception is that I'm now being more forthright with them than I was.
Yes.
but that we still don't know a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that I would say is successful in what you are aiming for. That the director's now talking to you more and having more discussion, and yeah, they're less suspicious of you.
Resources. Yeah,
Excellent.
good. Success.
Yes, well done. Anything else?
Elizabeth brings Christina so many gushers.
12
Whole
boxes
box.
of gushers.
All the boxes she brought. Christina probably has to text her ex and be like, hey, you might want to move, maybe.
Dang
Uh,
I've
old
made
government
some
knows
friends,
about you.
and I think they've fucked up some things.
hey, Maryland's good at this time of year. So is Texas, I hear.
I could always move her closer.
Australia. Change
Or
jurisdiction
further.
entirely.
Sweden, lock yourself one in their banks.
Mm.
Anyways, so with that, we're going to wrap up for today. Less of a, I suppose, a cliffhanger this time, but there are a lot of gears in motion.
Whew.
So,
We gotta learn some things.
yes, very, very important. We are getting into metaplot shit now, guys. So we're gonna go around, tell us your favorite moment, tell us where we can find you, where you're gonna be next, stuff like that. Do you want to start? Let's start with Sam.
Hi. My favorite moment is just like Jason's willingness to pull out that bazooka at any chance he gets.
Absolutely.
One day we'll use it even.
One day it'll be used. One of these days. Today is not that day. Yeah, I like that. I like how we're dredging up some of the backstory stuff. That's fun for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can find me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok under Mistress of Melody. The of is really, really important.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right, Matt.
Oh boy. My favorite moment was Christina just being like the mom of the group and just not dealing with anyone else's shit. Just like, I am focused on the problem. Y'all are causing more problems. Go away, please. That was great.
We do cause problems.
Chaos Twins, activate. It's wonderful. Yeah, no, it was Christina coming and just being like, you know, I'm gonna fix this. Y'all go away. That was wonderful.
I love it because Christina's getting her place in the group. It was a little bit tricky there for a little bit, but you've definitely got your place.
There's the Owen, there's the weird ones, there's Megan, and there's Christina who's just like, I have to keep this family together.
There's the mom of the group.
Mine fell apart.
Oh, now I got sad.
Oh no.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
No, that was fantastic. I'm loving the way this group is developing. It's awesome. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Hoadley. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I stream on my Twitch channel, Jam Game Streams. Though that name's probably changing soon. I'm doing a little bit of a rebrand. And I have a podcast called Hard Reboot, where me and two friends take a public domain property and give it a fresh coat of paint. It is a ton of fun. Yeah, you can find everything else out about me on my Twitter.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Matt. And then Hannah.
I really enjoy Chaos Duo, just messing things up consistently. And high-fiving about it. But you all can find me next. I will be back on Friday at the noon slot again with Beyond the Wall, where I'm playing Jo, who has to deal with nightmares when she's a totally normal person. Yay!
Excellent.
Oh, hey, Paladin.
Also, I would like to say thank you. We did get one subscriber. Berulus. I forgot to mention that earlier, so thank you so much for subscribing. And for me, I am Rowan North, freelance illustrator. You can find me at rowannorthillustrations.org. I am also on Wednesday nights, where I play Pepper Ann, who is absolutely bananas. So my favorite part, to wrap things up. No, it was actually really fun to actually play the mess that you guys have kind of made for not being as sneaky or fucking around, like you did with the twins. That second episode. These are things that I plan, and exactly what I mean when I say that there's real consequences for your actions. So, and I think you guys did a really good job at figuring it out, and just kind of putting your brains together to figure out what to do. So with that, I don't know if we're gonna go into a sponsors or anything. I can do that for you if you would like, Raven. I'm gonna wait for a disembodied voice for a second.
Well, there they are in the chat.
Oh yes, excellent. Perfect. So yes, we do have Intrepid, who that is Raven's brand of clothing. We also have the second edition of Fundamental RPG is now out. It looks beautiful, you guys. So seriously, I highly suggest. It's like full color. There's a lot of art by me and Raven and a few other people. So it's gorgeous. And also the Fantasy Network, I think, also is a supporter of the channel. And there should be some of the old VODs that you can find there at the Fantasy Network. And I definitely suggest you check that out. With that, we're going to be going on a raid. Our raid call is Good Cop, Bad Cop, Mom Cop, and I'm not sure who we're raiding.
No worries, I got you there. So we're going to go raid Stella Luna. And thanks so much for reading off the sponsors. Yeah, so we're gonna go raid Stella Luna, fantastic streamer. Definitely give her a follow if you're not doing so already. And we'll be back in about a little over rather 3 hours for Animus Absentus, so be back here for that. I will see you all then. Bye everybody.